Hello, sweet souls. This is a pre-recorded reading for Friday, April 18th. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive sent toward myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angel saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. All right, let's start with the Higher Self Messages Oracle deck. See what we get. Guidance for the beautiful collective, Holy Spirit. Big dreams are built by those who do the work. This is giving me the energy of your work paying off because you've put in so much hard work. Everything you want is on the other side of the unknown. Everything you want, they put what? Is on the other side of the unknown. Yeah, so to me, this is like facing fear, but overcoming it, doing it anyway, stepping into the unknown, taking a leap by faith, not by sight. All right, let's see. What else for the collective? We got... What you find might not be what you expect, but what you truly need. I feel like a similar message came out yesterday. When you rise to the challenge, it rises to meet you. This is all about your courage. You are the rare flower that blooms in the dark. Keep growing. Yeah, you are the lotus. This isn't a lotus on here, but that's what they're describing is the lotus. You are the lotus. When the whole world came against you and you stood alone, beaten down, nearly broken, you rose above it. How amazing is that? I love it. All right, let's get into the tarot, see what we get. What's in the energy? All right, Holy Spirit, holy angels, saints, spirit guides, and ancestors. For the beautiful collective, what's in the energy? What do they need to know? Beautiful collective, what do they need to know? Wow, you guys, I see a lot more stability coming in. Could also be some divine unions coming in. Ace of Pentacles, there's opportunities for financial growth in the 3D realm for the collective. Yep, this is you planting good seeds, reaping your harvest, working for God, Hierophant. Stepping into your soul's mission. You know what I just noticed? The Wheel of Fortune is on this card. Operating in your fate and destiny. Planting new seeds, nurturing those seeds. It's a new investment. Page of Pentacles. Learning new things. Starting over. Yeah, this is you taking charge with authority and the Emperor energy. Taking control of your life. Not relying on validation or confirmation from mere mortals that you're on the right path. You don't need it. And you're not seeking it. You are saying, this is my life. I'm doing what I'm called to do. And then we can see with the Eight of Pentacles, you mastering a skill in it paying off for you. Because you are taking charge with authority in your own life. You're releasing the fear of judgment. You don't care what anyone thinks about what you're guided to do. You're just doing it. The world. This is a big mission. This is you helping people all over the world. Could be online. Could be travel. It's a big mission. It's a big calling. So, look at that. I split the deck. Putting in the work, High Priestess, Ten of Wands, High Priestess. You putting in the hard work. Relying on your intuition. Following your soul's calling. All right, so let's look at the Four of Wands. Truth and only truth for the beautiful collective. Please clarify the Four of Wands. Wow. So this is victory, success, public recognition. And when the Two of Pentacles came out, I heard when two become one. Whether this is a romantic partnership, business partnership, or a friendship, this is a soul union that's coming in that you will build a stable foundation together. You are already in the Nine of Pentacles energy. You've gained that confidence, independence. 444 just showed up on my timer. You've gained that confidence to move forward and to create. And it's paying off for you. But I feel like there is some sort of connection, some sort of union coming in where two become one. That's amazing. All right, let's look at the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Did you see how that flipped? Yeah, it's like no longer in your head, no longer feeling trapped, no longer allowing society to put you in a box and keep you limited to what society believes you should do, freeing yourself. This is like a bird being freed from a cage. You are no longer stressed. You are no longer trapped because you're following God. God has a plan for your life and you're accepting that. Earth Angel, Temperance. I love that. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Planting those seeds, operating in your destiny, nurturing the seeds that you plant, and reaping your harvest. Seven of Pentacles. There's a lot of financial growth on the table here. Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. You know, it's like you finding your worth. This newfound confidence. Allowing yourself the freedom to create whatever you're inspired to create. And being free to do this is what's bringing in the financial stability. It's also bringing you the courage to put energy into something that you're mastering. You are very good at something. Eight of Pentacles. It is paying off. We have so many pentacles on this table right now. A lot of financial resources. Four of Wands, stability again. I don't feel like you're meant to do it alone. Like I said, whether it's romantic, friendship, business partnership, I don't feel like you're meant to do it alone. Page of Pentacles. This is a new investment, learning something new. Allowing yourself to explore and create. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. It's like this investment, this new opportunity, this expansion, a broader view of your reality that's coming in here. It's because you went through so much sorrow, so much loss in your life. You know, you carried burdens for so long that weren't even yours to carry. And this is a part of your justice. This is part of the universe, God, the angels and saints balancing the scales. You finally receiving what's fair to you. To follow your passion. All right. And oops, I didn't even get to ask. Did not even get to ask. Yeah, so it's like with the Emperor here, you taking charge with authority. This is after you felt you'd missed opportunities. You weren't good enough. You weren't worthy. You know, and I say this because I can relate to this. This is like the victim mentality where you had been beaten down for so long that it's like, this is just what I deserve. I don't deserve better than this. Getting out of this energy and finding your strength, your power, your courage to take your power back in the Emperor energy. Take charge with authority. Do what you're called to do. Relying on your intuition, High Priestess. Please clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. You know, this is talking about your, how you got the inspiration. What pushed you to be this master of something, to master a skill, to have the courage to do something that was new, foreign to you and to others. You went through, some of you, a divorce where there was no happiness, no emotional fulfillment, the loss of what you knew, what should have been love, abandonment, rejection, financial ruin, financial hardship. This is what pushed you to be committed and devoted. Also, people trying to attack you. It pushed you and inspired you to do more, to be better, to keep striving for the best version of you, to keep pushing forward. This is why you're coming out as the Eight of Pentacles. It's like nothing's going to get me down. Nothing's going to stop me. The more you try to attack me, the more you try to ruin my reputation, the more you make fun and slander, the more I'm going to work. That was your motivation. I love it. All right. Let's get some for the Four of Wands. This is your victory and your success. This is where two souls become one. You're already building something on your own. You've gone through a huge transformation. Four of Wands. Yeah. You closed out a cycle from the past where you gave nothing but love, but it was unrequited. It wasn't equal. And this is what pushed you to rely solely on your connection with God, relying on your intuition. This lit a fire within you to follow a passion from this experience, from heartbreak. Yeah. It guided you to follow your passion. With the Ace of Pentacles, these are new opportunities for financial gain. You are not trapped. You are not stuck. You're following God. You are an earth angel. You're meant to spread love and light, healing to the world. Yeah, and you're not meant to do it alone. Lovers, the strength, you're meant to do this with someone that comes in, that is a soul contract for you, that is meant to encourage you, inspire you, build you up, protect you. Ace of Pentacles. This also is bringing in financial gain. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I love it. Yeah, they're saying again, after being abandoned or rejected, after being financially abused, you're following your passion. With the Seven of Pentacles, planting good seeds, nurturing those seeds, seeing your harvest come to fruition. It was all about your confidence. Queen of Pentacles, taking your power back, having the confidence to invest in something that, like I said, could have been foreign to you, something you never thought to do before, but it was inspired. The divine inspired you to do something that is paying off in a big way. Yeah, it's like you were dealing with a narcissistic masculine energy that was cheating, lying, and stealing. They were creating illusions, but what they didn't realize is this only pushed you towards your destiny. Because once you took your power back, you found your confidence, you were aligned with your destiny, which aligned with good luck, fame, and fortune. They didn't realize that they helped you. They helped you to learn to love yourself and protect that loving energy. And with the Page of Pentacles here, this is a new investment. You know, they're saying this is a blessing because you went through so much sadness, so much loss, pain. And, you know, you carried burdens that didn't belong to you. This new life, new reality, new investment is all a part of your justice. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, they're clarifying it again. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, see, this abandonment and rejection, this financial abuse forced you to go within to heal your wounding and also to heal the deception and betrayal from whoever put you in the Five Pentacles energy. This is a part of your just reward, victory, success, public recognition, you finding you being loved and celebrated, and you being heavily protected. So with the Emperor, you're taking charge with authority because in the past, it was almost like a victim mentality. You felt like because so many people that you had loved and trusted had hurt you over the years. This is just who I am. This is what I deserve. Getting out of that energy and saying, you know what? No, it's not what I deserve. No, it's not what I will accept. Finding the strength and courage to take your power back and to move forward with confidence, releasing the fear of judgment was powerful. Emperor. Yeah, it's like Page of Swords, doing your research, learning new things, finding out your inner truth and the power that you held within you because of your faith, because God was in you. Realizing that you were doing what society was asking you to do, or your partners were expecting of you. That's not what God expected of you. So it's like a realization, a wake up, learning. I had it all wrong. This is not what God expected of me. This is not what I have to do just because this earthly realm decides that's what humanity should do. With the Eight of Pentacles, they're saying your loveless marriage, connection, being abandoned or rejected is what motivated you. It was like, I am committed and devoted. I'm not going to give up. And people were battling you at the same time. The more they battled you, the more determined you were to be a success. Eight of Pentacles. And you are. You're on the path to a lot of financial reward. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like those that tried to send these attacks, that abandoned or rejected you, they are the ones now carrying the burden because they have no defense for the things they did to you. Seven of Wands in reverse. They also have no spiritual protection. You embraced a new beginning because you know, Three of Pentacles, you are called to co-create with God and help others. And that is your legacy. Ten of Pentacles. This is what you were destined to do. I love it. Zeusy. He's laying behind me having a nightmare. All right. So let's see. Now he's growling. He's after something in his dream. If you guys know anyone that could benefit from these readings, please do share them, like and subscribe. I am not getting the views that I should because I don't feel like the readings are getting circulated. So please, if you could help me out with that, I would really appreciate it. All right, Holy Spirit, who's this reading about? S, Virgo, I, U, Z, Scorpio, Aquarius, Y, Pisces, Gemini, B, G, F, O, Taurus, Cancer, and J. Guidance for the collective. Yeah, stop people pleasing. You don't need validation. I feel like this is one of the big factors that set you free is when you decided, you know what? I've been living my whole life trying to please other people, giving every ounce of my energy to everyone except myself. I can no longer do this and achieve my dreams and goals. This is the wake up. It doesn't make me a bad person to love myself first, to say no, enough is enough. It doesn't make me a bad person because that's not what God expects of me. Keep a dream journal. Could be getting messages in your dream. The past will return to test you. You are safe and protected, so don't worry. We saw that. New career. Don't let fear of the unknown stop you. You did not, and this is why we're seeing success. I do feel like someone else that is projecting these attacks on you is because they're afraid. They don't have the courage that you have to step into the unknown because they have no faith. And that makes the difference. When you have no faith, what do you have? You have the enemy. That's what you have. The enemy supporting you, guiding you. And I can tell you, the enemy hates all of God's creation. The enemy will never do right by you. The enemy will destroy you. Once you do his bidding and he's finished with you, you're destroyed. Not to mention what happens on Judgment Day. So I do want to get a psalm from the Gemstone Whispers deck too. Let's just get a couple from this deck. I love you guys. You're amazing. I'm so glad that we have each other. You know, it's not about bashing karmic energies. This is a channel about truth, learning about energy, learning what's going on, validating your experiences, and helping each other to stay in light, to stay on the right path. We got meditation. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. You hold all the answers within your spirit. You don't need outside validation. Envy. Envy is the religion of mediocre. It comforts them and soothes their worries, and finally it rots their souls. allowing them to justify their meanness and their greed until they believe these to be virtues. This is the type of people that you were dealing with. They hated your light. They hated your loving energy. They were jealous and envious, but they justify their evil ways in their mind, which is also that dark attachment. Wrath. The best fighter is never angry. You didn't lash out at these people. You let them play foolish games because your faith was strong and you trusted that God would deal with them. You remained in loving energy. You understand that to be reactive through anger, bitterness, or resentment, you lower your vibration. And it's not worth it. These people are not worth it. Perspective, the difference between hope and despair, is a different way of telling stories from the same facts. That's the story you tell in your own mind. And this is one thing I've discovered since my awakening. When bad things happen, or what we perceive as a bad thing, an obstacle, in the past, before my awakening, I would freak out. I would just have a meltdown. I would be in utter despair. But since my awakening, anything that I may have perceived in the past as a challenge or an obstacle, I say, okay, there's something to learn from this, or there is a positive that is going to come out of this. There's a reason for this, but it's always for the greater good. I hold on to my faith. I trust in God, and I know God always takes care, and He always does. And this is what has helped me to maintain my high vibration. I no longer have meltdowns, and it took practice, trust me. The day that I got my $29,000 medical bill after my heart attack, I was freaking out. I wanted to cry. So I got up because I felt all this trapped energy, and I painted my fireplace. And as soon as I was finished, I sat down on the couch, and my guide said to me, and I've told this story before, but for those who haven't heard it, as soon as I plopped down on the couch, my guide said to me, "When is the last time anyone ever died from medical debt?" I just laughed, and I was like, basically they were like, you're ridiculous. You just flipped out for what? Illusion. Everything you can imagine is real. Seeing through the illusions. And that's pretty much coincides with the story I just told. When you have your awakening, you're able to see through the illusions of this reality. Blindness. There's none so blind as those who will not listen. You also recognize there are certain people you can't save. They don't want to be saved. Don't waste your energy. They choose to be blind. They choose to stick their head in the sand. And those are not people that God expects you to continue to give your energy to because it's wasted. God doesn't want you wasting your energy on people that don't want to do the work, that don't want to heal, that just want to siphon your energy, beat you down. No. So, all right, guys, this is your first reading. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing day. I am scheduling for next week. And if you're interested in meeting new people, check out Astro Dippy. You guys can find all of my links, bio of TikTok, description of YouTube. I love you guys. I'll see you on part 2. We'll see what comes out. I'm going to clear this stuff out. I don't think we need any more clarifiers, but I want to see what comes out. This is a beautiful reading. I mean, the amount of pentacles that you have on this table is amazing. So, all right, guys, I'll see you on part 2. Have a great day. Bye-bye.